It is a season where we need comfort food, and I have a great one for you today from a wonderful chef from Cliff Castle Casino Hotel and Resort, and we have with us Patrick Jokum. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
And I guess you've been the chef there before. You are back, and you are cooking things up good.
Yeah, we're back home where it all started for me, so it's been fun. Yeah.
Now you have different restaurants and food venues at Cliff Castle. What is available up there, Patrick?
Yes, we have our wonderful steakhouse, Storyteller's Steakhouse, where it's a little bit more fine dining. A wonderful dining room. You're in a cave, so it's kind of
like
neat.
cozy.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
very unique. And then we have our Mountain Springs buffet, where we service a lot of meals out of there.
Oh, I tell you, buffets are very hard, though. You know, they're hard because, oh my gosh, I want to take everything and then I can't eat it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Buffets are so tempting. But you do have a big menu coming up for Thanksgiving.
We do. We will have all the favorites. Of course, we'll have our turkey, and we're doing our bread pudding, which is one of my favorites. So,
which brings us to bread pudding. I know, enough talk. Okay. Bread pudding, because I know we can try this at home.
Right, you can definitely try it at home. What we're going to do for our caramel sauce, you're going to want to start with our butter here, and we'll throw that in here.
Okay, so we have cube butter, and I think we have the recipe on Facebook. We're going to put it on Facebook
absolutely.
for them, so.
It's very easy. And what we do with my bread pudding is you can turn it into a bunch of different types and derivatives of bread pudding.
Oh, depending on what you like and what you don't.
Right.
Okay.
So I do a little simple bread pudding, and then our caramel sauce is super easy. You just melt your butter here. We'll get that melted.
It's just coming right
along.
Yeah,
it's just coming.
Here.
And then what you're going to want to do is after that gets completely melted, you're going to want to add your brown sugar and just kind of stir that around until it's completely melted. You're going to add all your other ingredients, or a little bit of brandy. You got to have brandy for the holidays.
Brandy. Oh my gosh, you know, I heard on the radio today that tequila will help you lose weight. I'm not sure if brandy does the same thing.
I'm going to have to try that.
You know, but then he said, but the problem is you might not remember, the good time you had when you're trying to lose weight. So, well, this is, melting along here. I guess we can kind of just cheat and get it.
So add everything else. A little bit of cinnamon in there.
Oh, that always makes it good. Now, bread pudding was always my favorite. My grandma made really good stuff. What is that?
Like a salted caramel. We put salt in there. It really kind of.
Which seems so counterintuitive to me. I'm sorry to put salt in like sweet stuff, but it is fabulous.
Yeah, it has a nice.
There goes the brandy. Balance. So this will help if you have a sore throat too, right? No.
Right. That's my excuse.
So this is your caramel sauce.
Right.
Okay.
So you're just going to mix that up until it's completely. All the sugar is dissolved here.
And you can see it really. You don't need a thermometer or anything for this?
No, because once it boils, you're going to let it boil for maybe a minute or two, and it's done.
Which just gets the crystalline out of it,
right?
But it doesn't like thicken it up too much.
Right. You want it. Now, you don't want to overdo it because then it just it gets kind of crystally when it cools down. So you want that nice smooth.
Now see, that's how come a chef knows all these tricks. I don't know. It's like, what happened to my sauce? But that's what. Okay. So all right. So it's going, and so you get that melted down. Now, is there anything else that goes in the sauce part?
That's pretty much it. That's about what we do.
So meanwhile, are you getting your other? What do you do with the breadcrumbs? Because you have breadcrumbs and stuff in it
we have our breadcrumbs here.
Okay.
And you can use any kind of bread. I like to throw Danish in here, croissants. If you have brownies, you can chop the brownies up and get that all in the mix. And so
brownies, that's
brownies,
a trick.
everything yummy.
Does it need to be stale bread, or that's what I say. It's just firm bread.
You can leave it out once you cube it. You can leave it out for a little while. It doesn't have to be hard or stale. It really it melds a little bit better when it's not so hard. And then you have your heavy cream here, your eggs, our white sugar, and our vanilla.
So how do we mix that in? Is there any order to that, Patrick? Or?
You're just what we're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to mix all of this together with your cream, your eggs, your sugar, and your vanilla, and then you're just gonna.
Oh, the old liquids, and then put it into the dry stuff.
Right, and then you just mix that all together with your bread, and you want to let it sit. You want the cream to soak into the bread a little bit, and then you have your little serving dish here. You want to spray that with some cooking spray.
Okay.
And you just kind of want to Put the bread in there and push it down a little bit.
Now you're doing like separate, because obviously at a wonderful restaurant like you're at, then you're doing separate servings. But how about like a family thing? Can you do you just pour this in? What size would this make in terms of a dish?
You can use any size of baking dish.
Okay.
We do full baking dish because we're going to be serving a few hundred people. So we do a full size, and we just the main thing you want to do is just cover it with plastic when you're ready to bake it off. A little bit of aluminum foil. Put that in the oven, and you just want to cook it maybe about 30 minutes, 35 minutes until it's solid, until it kind of pushes back.
Because sometimes it's a trick, like the middle won't look like it's quite cooked, but actually it's done, and you don't want to like overdo it too.
Right.
Do you take the foil off during the last few minutes, or does it stay on the whole time?
Yes, that's actually what I do. Is I'll take everything off and kind of throw it back in and put a nice crust on it, and it gets a nice golden brown and kind of just really appealing on top. But one thing you can do is you can do the toothpick test. You can stick a toothpick in there, and when you pull it out, and if it's still kind of wet, just go back in for a couple more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll be ready to go. So.
Wow. Okay. Well, hey, this is getting melted up here. We're sort of getting ready for the sauce. But you have a wonderful example of the finished product. Ta-da!
Absolutely.
Here. So now what do we do, Patrick?
So you have your finished product, and that's what we look like. Nice.
That is your beautiful bread pudding with, did you say brownies are in this? Kind of some brownies?
I've got
or
brownies. We've got just Danish in there, croissants. You can put raisins in there. You can put apples, whatever flavor you want. You can just kind of play with it and have fun.
So if you fixed it every night for your family, you could do it different every night.
You could do it different every night.
It would seem like a different dessert, right?
Pick a flavor. Right. And then you have your finished caramel sauce.
Oh, okay.
So what we do is we just top that with the caramel sauce. Nice and yummy and gooey.
This is so fall, so October, November, December, when you're talking like warm, like caramel apples and this kind of thing. Oh, that looks good. You know what? I have had bread pudding all my life, never put caramel sauce on it.
Oh, you have to have the caramel.
I know. Can I taste this?
Absolutely.
I think I should give it a little taste test. Okay. So, anything else going on at up there at Cliff Castle Casino? Tell us, well, first of all, if people don't know, where is Cliff Castle Casino Resort and Hotel?
It's north I-17, and it's exit 289 up in Camp Verde, Arizona.
All right, getting ready.
Come and join us.
Oh, Patrick, that is so good. You're going to leave this for me, right?
Absolutely.
Well, I tell you, my grandmother made the best bread pudding. I thought, yours is different, and it is still really delicious.
Well, thank you very much. That's what we're gonna have on our Thanksgiving menu.
And turkey. You're gonna stop turkey
plenty
and
of
ham
turkey and ham, and we're doing with the ham. We're doing a nice sweet cola glazed ham, and with the cranberries, we're doing a nice spicy cranberry meatball. So.
Wait! A cranberry meatball? Did you say?
Yes.
Okay, that's a new one on me.
Yeah, we're taking our like a kind of an Italian meatball and doing a spicy cranberry sauce. So it's going to have
delicious.
Nice,
do you make up your recipes? Or are you kind of one who can taste things and say, okay, it needs more of this and more of that? I'm terrible at that, but.
I like to play around. I like to get a basic recipe. And the internet, with all the tools
you get
that we
ideas.
Yeah, you get ideas and kind of make something your own. But
and then like the bread pudding, you say, okay, well, I'm not really, hot on brownies, so I'm going to put raisins in or Danish or something else like that. So you have options. Okay, do people need reservations for Thanksgiving?
For Storytellers, the steakhouse, we do take reservations. For the buffet, it's just first
it's a free for all.
Yeah,
yes,
free for all. Come
those.
in. We like to pack them in there, and
fabulous.
Yeah, it was a bunch of good stuff.
Wow, Cliff Castle Hotel and Resort, we love it. The casino's up there. You can have fun too, bowling, I know, all kinds of things. Chef Patrick Jokum, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
This is delicious. I'm finishing this later. Whoa, yum. I'll be right back on Morning Scramble.